Hello, can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? Are we going? Wait a minute. Hold on for the intro. I'm gonna feel it. Say it how you mean it. How are you doing? Shout it out. Hey, hey, y'all. How are you doing? Shout it out. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing on this terrific Tuesday? Hey you guys, what's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Is the audio good? Are we seeing me live in the flesh? Hello, it's me. It's Malik Taylor. We're here. Everybody see me? We good? Hey y'all. I don't know why I always get nervous right before I'm about to go live, as if I don't always do this. But I would say the lives is something that's new. The lives is something that's new, and we're still gonna adjust it to. But we're gonna have fun today. Y'all can see me. Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Okay, so let me shout out some stuff for this stream. This will be a call-in show. So if you go into the YouTube chat, let me go through the YouTube. Okay, everything's good. If you go through the YouTube chat, you should see that link pinned. So when I open it up for everybody to call in and put their thoughts on today and all that good stuff, we're gonna talk about some stuff. Hey, co-host, I need a Suzanne. Who's gonna be my Suzanne? Suzanne, who's gonna be my Suzanne? Okay, before we get into the hot topics, new wine. What is he? Before we get into today's hot topics, I do want to give a shout out to myself, because if you have not seen the Unpopular Party, we have hit 70,000 followers. 70,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Woo! Shout out to the Unpopular Party. This is something that I do by myself, for myself, and I love that. Love that for me. We were able to, I've been doing YouTube now fully for like a year and some change now. These pimples on top of my head, but I've been doing YouTube for like a year and some change now. And, every day is a blessing to get on here and just connect with other people, especially like-minded individuals that just get it. Today we are going to be doing a Q&A as well. So if you have any questions for me, I'm going to be answering some questions that some people in the community tab have been sending. So I'm going to answer their questions as well. But if you have some questions that you want to send my way as well, send them. We're going to have fun today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm nervous. But yeah. So let's just get started. I'm not going to hold y'all long today. I know I said that last time. We was on here for like almost 2 hours. But I'm not going to hold y'all long today for real. We're just going to talk about a couple things. Before we get into some topics, before we get into the myths, I do want to just give out some praise. Can we give out a little praise real quick? Okay, so I want to give a shout out. Like these people know me, but I want to give I cannot say this girl name right. What's her name? Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan, whatever her name is. Listen, I've been seeing this little girl name all over the internet in these past couple of days. Everybody keeps talking about Chappell Roan and oh my gosh, I didn't call this girl every name but her name. I didn't call her the church, mainstream Becky Lynch. I didn't call her some everything. But what I want to say is I done got invested and hooked into her music, because I was like, what is the hype? You know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps talking about her on Twitter. I keep seeing her name all over TikTok. I keep seeing, she's performing at the VMAs. Who is this little girl? What is in her discography that should make me invested to want to listen to her music? So I said, you know what? I'm going to go to her Essentials tab. And she got 3 songs to wow me. Okay? I gave her 3 songs. It was worth the hype. It was worth the hype. I ain't gonna lie. Miss H-O-T-T-O-G-O. I'm a fan. Mamas can make a cute song. Mamas can make a cute beat. I've been listening to her album, and I'm like, she's got that 80s eccentric to her. You know, you have to have a specific sound for it. If you don't have if you don't have a sound for that, if you don't have an ear for that type of music, you're gonna be like, but you know, if you have a sound for that, you know, Cyndi Lauper, Madonna type of sound, you might get into her. I like My Kink Is Your Karma, and she's basically talking about something. I'm not wishing you well. Okay, I love the fact that you in the bar crying over me, telling people, oh, I used to date her. Oh, I love that. Is my kink. I'm like, mamas can make a good, and knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out like a casualty. I like her. She make a cute song. She makes a cute song. Shout out to her. Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me turn this fan on because I know me. He's gonna get a little hot. Let's do that real quick. Okay. Okay, be back. It's gonna get a little hot. All right. Enough about the church, Miss Roman. I also want to get into another artist who I feel like, you know, just released some music and she has some songs out that I like. Miss Chloe Bailey. Oh my God. Can we have a moment about Chloe Bailey? Because I want that girl to win just so bad. Like, I don't think y'all understand. I want Chloe to win so bad. And I don't understand what happened. I don't know what happened. Because how is it that this girl had the world, when was it? In 2022, I want to say. How is it that this girl literally had the world at her oyster? You know, she was able to get on stage and perform Have Mercy at the VMAs. Have, you know, girls like the Normani out here begging for a spot at the VMAs. And here you are, no music out, no promo or nothing. And you get to perform this massive hit at the VMAs on stage. And she does an excellent job. The girl ate on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Have Mercy, Have Storm. How do we go from the sensation and the hype to Have Mercy to me finding out, like just scrolling on Twitter, the girl has an album out. Like Chloe Bailey just released an album. What's the album called? Trouble in Paradise. It's not a bad album, but the thing is, where is the promotion? From what I saw, she just told her followers, and I follow Chloe. I follow Chloe on Instagram. How is it? I did not know this girl put an album out. Where's the promotion? Because this girl has all the, first of all, them Bailey sisters, both of them have the tools to make it big. But one is on the brims of being unforgettable, and the other is just a baby mama. What happened? What happened to my girls? And one of my favorite songs on that album is called Strawberry Lemonade. Hold on. How did it go again? Hold on, I don't want to get copyright. I'm going to play it for stream. Yeah, sweet sensation, you better get the strawberry lemonade. I want her to win so because that's such a cute song. But I don't know what happened. What happened with Chloe Bailey? I think, you know what it was? When it comes down to what happened with Chloe Bailey, I think she really messed up her career with that Lollipop video. Because Chloe Bailey, if I'm thinking of who her fan base is, Chloe Bailey has a specific fan base. Okay? Chloe Bailey has a, I don't want to say like, you know, I don't want to say that phrase. I feel like it's very disrespectful. She has a specific audience. So if you have a, let's say eccentric. Yes, there we go. Very eccentric. Chloe Bailey has a very specific audience, and the audience is very eccentric, okay? So if that is your fan base, you have to be very mindful of your fan base, and you have to do stuff that, you know, can continuously reflect the fan base. If you pop out like an OnlyFans girly and you're sucking on a lollipop, and you're like, I want my beautiful, whoa, it's like, whoa. What do we do? They're gonna get turned off from that. That is what I feel like. Ever since, she has never been able to recover ever since that whole video shoot. And then on top of that, with her collaborating with Chris Brown. Now, I've talked about the Chris Brown scandals and stuff on my TikTok page. I'm a person who, I'm very indifferent about Chris Brown. You know, he can stay, he can go. I'm not that invested. I don't go listen to them 40 plus albums. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like Chris Brown is one of those artists where his hate only lives in the realm of the internet. I say that because every time I turn around, it be so random too. But when Chris Brown get dragged, he get dragged. However, those be at that concert. Can we agree to that? Can we agree to that? When Chris Brown goes on tour, people be at the concert, and not only do people be at the concert, but they pay that like $1,111 to go see him in a meet and greet. So he has fans, and it is always it be so confusing to me when they pick and choose who get backlash from collaborating with Chris Brown and who don't get backlash from collaborating with Chris Brown. Let me explain. So if you know, Chris Brown has collaborated with Tiana Taylor. They did a song, it was cute. He's collaborated with 7th Street. Every day, I can't break that song. That song goes viral every other day. But, you know, if he link up with Kalani been getting her lashes. How dare you link up with this abuser, this colorist, this all that stuff, right? But he can do a song. You know, Kelly Rowland turns around and defend this man every chance you get. He literally has a song going viral with Mariah the Scientist. But Chloe Bailey do a song with him. It's World War III. Now, that's why I say to hate with Chris Brown, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not consistent. It's not consistent. But I said with Chloe, the reason why Chris Brown and your collaboration is so bad, because if you have a fan base, if Chris Brown, if we do an overview of Chris Brown fan base, right? Chris Brown probably have fans of this complexion. Chris Brown have fans of this gender. But the group, if Chris Brown has 1% of people who dislike him, Chloe Bailey, that 1% of people that dislike Chris Brown is 100% your fan base. Y'all following me? So y'all doing a collaboration, although the song was cute, it wasn't gonna work out because that 1% of people who dislike him is your 100% fan base. But it's like, that's why I can't keep up. And then, you know, like I say, I'm very indifferent about Chris Brown. You know, I've seen Chris Brown do some hateful, not necessarily hateful, but I've seen him do some crazy stuff. Tokyo Vanity didn't have to drag him. And when y'all bring up the argument about Karrueche, hey, it's not I can say because, you know, Karrueche was taking that girl to the ringer. But when y'all bring up the conversation about Rihanna, I have to shut up because the reason why I have to shut up when y'all bring up the conversation about Rihanna, once a couple start taking each other back, and once a couple start, you know, what can I say? When that whole situation happened with Chris Brown and beating her up and stuff like that, once she took this man back in 2013, and once she took him back, and not only took him back, but also did 2-3 songs with him, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? But that's enough about the praise. Let's get into some of the hot topics because there's a lot of stuff that has been going on. Now let's talk about the little stuff before we get into the spicy stuff. While I pull up my articles, this is just a commercial break. Is this the Amber Show? This is the Amber Show. Okay. Let me share this screen. And other news today. Can y'all see that? Okay, yeah, I can see that. In other news today, Beyoncé launches new whiskey with Moet Hennessy, and it's named after a family member. So Beyonce is really getting into her entrepreneur brand, okay? Because she has been releasing business after business after business. Now, we all know Beyonce tried to kind of tap into that with Adidas and Ivy Park. I'm not going to lie. I was in college when she released that, but I was like, you know, beware my box. But, you know, I never bought nothing with Ivy brand because at that time I couldn't afford it. You know, now, girl, you know, you brought Ivy Park back. I make him get a little something, but I never could support it back then. But, you know, Adidas has dropped Beyonce as a partner because, you know, I guess the sales wasn't doing good. I don't know what it is about Beyonce and businesses, but, you know, it just, I don't know. But Beyonce has really been, who said anything about Jennifer Lopez? I told y'all about the article about Beyonce. Nobody said anything about Jennifer Lopez. Can y'all still see that? Let me double check real quick. Okay. Yeah, so Beyonce really has been trying to get into her entrepreneur bag. Hold on, y'all. It messed up. Hold on. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Beyonce has been really trying to get into her entrepreneur bag. She has released, you know, the perfume, which, you know, hey, shout out to the people who got the perfume. And she released Sacred, the hair brand. Now, I got me some Sacred. I got me the full little hair kit when I had my little curls and stuff. And I'm not going to lie. I do like the brand. I do like it smells really good. It feels really good in my hair. Will I buy it again? No, because I still have a lot of products to really just last me, especially like when I get my hair cut, wash the hair, all that good stuff. She has a lot of products that it gets the job done. It makes my hair feel really conditioned. It makes my hair feel really nice. And even with the short hair, when I go get a haircut, I put the little dehydrating serum on my hair scalp, just to replenish anything from the barbershop. It does its job. I will say that it does its job. So it says Beyonce launches a new whiskey with Moet Hennessy, and it's named after a family member. I'm gonna read you this article. Beyonce knows Carter has been minding her business and creating new ones, as the superstar has just publicly announced her brand new whiskey line, Sir Davis. The singer took to Instagram Tuesday, posting along a glass of the drink and showing the new bottle, which features an emblem of a golden horse. In the caption, she wrote from her 2024 bodyguard, Davis in My Bones, which providing the Sir Davis website. While providing the Sir Davis website, the American whiskey was founded by Beyonce and crafted in partnership with Moet Hennessy and Celebrate Master Distiller Bill Lumsden. Listen, these are some big words for Emma. But she wrote, here's the complexity of rye is married with the elegance of malted battery, finished to perfection, and blah, 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 blah. Basically, she released a new whiskey line. And that's Beyonce with the whiskey. I said, I'm scared of her, Davis in My Bones. That's from the Bodyguard song. And that is the whiskey. So that's what they're talking about with the horse and all that good stuff. The symbol. Let's see. She also has some other things. And then she goes, just look at Beyonce. She looks beautiful. She looks really good. Oh, Beyonce. Hold on, we can't afford to go there. But it says Sir Davis. Now, if you're wondering who is this alcohol brand named after, it says Sir Davis is named after her great-grandfather, whose first name was Davis, and she seemed to be honoring his legacy with the brand. Her son's name is Sir as well. On the website, Beyonce shares a letter penned to Davis Hall, who was successful moonshiner in the American South through Prohibition. And then she writes, I feel you in the landscape, your laughter rolling in the ride. What song did you sing? What gaps did you fill? Great-granddaughter, did you dream of me? Your legacy is a force that drives me, she added. For you, I raise my glass to legacy. The site also features a specialty cocktails and the respective recipes. And those drinks included Honeybee, Texas Bucking, Houston, Davis Old Fashioned, and more. Let's see. So Beyonce is releasing her new alcohol line, and a lot of people are here for it. Hold on. Now let's go to the site. Now this is when you go to the site. This is what it's given. So it's Sir Davis award winning. Now Beyonce, I saw this on Twitter, but it says Beyonce did list this whiskey to under an anonymous name, but she listed a different name, so they wouldn't give her any accolades, but because it was Beyonce. But they said this whiskey was, good. They said it was really nice. The buses are nasty. The buses are disgusting. No, I'm just playing. But they gave her pretty much a lot of rewards, and they said it was really good. So I was checking out the site because I was like, B, I might want to get one. Deep copper. I love a good look. You gotta, before you can actually drink the liquor, you have to smell it, ask it around, and you have to. That's how you really get the taste of it. So I was like, okay, B. And these are the stuff. Now, these are the recipes. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, these are some of the, you got Texas Bucking. Let me see. That's a Sir Davis with lemon juice, honey sir, ginger beer, lemon wedge. She got recipes for these beverages. A Davis Old Fashioned. She's really going in full force with this cowboy stuff, with this cowboy nature. The Sir Davis Sour. These drinks look really good. Now, she's releasing these beverages. Oh, look at that. A blackberry mint. That sounds good. Some crushed ice. There was something else that I wanted to check out. Oh yeah, the brown debris, the Sir whiskey, grapefruit juice, lime juice, and honey syrup. That seems like it could be a lot. But she's not releasing she's not releasing them until her birthday, September 4th. But the whiskey, now if you want to buy it, which is 88 proof, 44%, 88 proof, it's going to get you lit. But this is the bottle. If you want to buy it, it is $89.99, and then after tax, it's going to be like $112. Now, I'll be honest with you. I might not have been able to support other stuff, but I've been trying to support you with, I got a little coin. It got a little coin now, so I've been trying to support you with some stuff now. I'm $112 for some whiskey. That is a bit much, but catch me on payday. Catch me on payday, and I might be able to throw you a little something, because I do want to try it. I do want to see what it's giving. I do want to see, is it worth the hype? And also on top of that, it's releasing for your birthday. Somebody said, she not slick, girl. You just want us to cash up you for your birthday. In which I was like, don't say that. That's mean. But hey, the whiskey is here. But like I stated, when it comes to Beyonce and the Cowboy Carter stuff, I always have said that I'm a big fan of the Cowboy Carter era, and that's a very unpopular opinion because a lot of people prefer Renaissance. But I like Renaissance. Renaissance is for the summer, and Renaissance is for But you're really not gonna get the full appreciation to Cowboy Carter until that weather drop. It starts getting dark at 5 o'clock p.m. You're off work and you're having your flannel. You want to go on a nice little pumpkin patch ride and ride by the fireplace. That's when you're really going to feel the beauty. That's when you're really going to feel the beauty of Cowboy Carter. Okay? When you're here's to hoping I fall back asleep and not. That's when you're really going to feel Cowboy Carter. I always say Cowboy Carter is going to get his second win in the fall time. I feel like that's how Renaissance went. Because when Renaissance first dropped, a lot of people didn't really care for it. A lot of people was like, oh, what is this? But it had to grow on them. And it really had to grow on them when she went on tour from the mute challenges and stuff like that. I feel like Cowboy Carter is going to definitely catch his win. But I also could be biased because, let me tell you something. Two Hands to Heaven is definitely one of my favorite Beyonce songs. Two Hands to Heaven. I love that song. I feel like it's one of my favorite songs by Beyonce. She do what she do. I think the Cowboy Carter era is going to be in full effect. And with her releasing this alcoholic beverage, I think it's the... Hey, what do y'all think? Clap if you care. Clap if you care. Clap if you care. That's what I'm saying. You have to understand the story that it's telling, because it's definitely a story that Cowboy Carter is telling, and it's definitely something like it's an experience. And I'm from Memphis. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I wouldn't say I'm a country boy, but we go for the little drives and the pumpkin patch. We're in the South, so I get it. And all that Tennessee whiskey, I get the vibes. I get the vibes. Go to a bar on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Ain't no telling what you'll see. So I get the vibe, but I'm just saying. But that's all I got on about Beyonce. I told you I'm not gonna keep y'all here long. We're gonna run through these topics. Now, the next topic that I want to talk about, let me pull up this article. Now let's talk about this first. Now that's what some people were saying. Though. There was like $110 for some whiskey. I'll be the sacrifice. I'll be the one to be like, okay, test it on me. But when I tell you, I better be cockeyed on the back of a horse. When I tell you, I better be riding a horse and then riding a horse. But shout out to Beyonce. All right. Next, let's talk about this Toni and Karlissa situation. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about little Zeus, little information, okay? Because I've been seeing some of these stuff, and I honestly low-key feel like, it's low-key funny. Now, Zeus is doing this whole thing with the Auntie podcast, and, they have, Tia Kim, Toni, and Karlissa. They're doing a podcast. They're interviewing these guests, and I have not seen an episode of this podcast. And I don't know. It's not really my cup of tea per se, because I've seen some previews and stuff, and I'm like, I'll catch him when I'll catch him. Only drama I've been seeing from that is that Tia Kemp went off on Miss Netta. Yeah, but lately on this previous episode, I've been making buzz. Excuse me. How Toni and Carlissa have been going back and forth, and they was almost about to fight. So let me share my screen so we can get into this mess. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Got one more time to say something to me fucked up. And I'm gonna reach over this table and I'm gonna knock your fucking head off.
You should do it right motherfucking now.
I sure can.
We need to go ahead and get this shit over with.
Can.
We need to get this over with. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
I'm gonna beat your motherfucking asshole. Y'all better check this bitch.
I'm not the one, so
y'all better check this bitch. I'm not the one.
I'm letting you know. I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm gonna let y'all let this bitch run
walk your ass.
Come on, sit down.
Make sure you do it after this shit over.
I'm a dog walk your ass.
Make sure you do it after this is over, bitch.
Okay.
Make sure. You better.
Just so you know.
You better. And I'm gonna tell him to kick your motherfucking face off your motherfucking head, hoe. Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, bitch. This is why. This is why.
Hold tight or just literally making sure our cameras are angled.
I don't give a fuck what your cameras is. You need to check these bitches.
Look at Tia, like, you know it's a problem with Tia stuck. So yeah, that was basically what was happening. Not Tia, but Toni and Carissa, they was going back and forth for what, the umpteenth time. Let me see. They also this is when hold on, Frida. This is when they was interviewing Big Frida, and Big Frida was like, okay, what is going on? You know, we can reschedule.
Whatever we doing, I'm with it.
Yeah, I just want the energy to be good because I came here to give y'all a good little time, and if we need to reschedule it, we can.
Come on, tease. Now we got to make this work. We ain't come here to be conflicted with each other.
I'm gonna say,
I know, but I ain't like y'all little disagreement earlier. I'm gonna be honest.
Why
it's
you
not necessary.
We're
not.
This ain't got nothing to do with we over there.
Y'all gonna be okay?
We've been okay.
We don't.
We've been okay.
I want to make sure y'all not gonna fight.
Okay.
Cause they saying the energy off.
Because I'm not being that bitch.
Oh, what happened? I don't know.
Because I'm not. So Frida, y'all do it. Get busy, bitches. So that's what the energy is. Because I'm chilling.
What?
Answering questions. The only bitch that answered any question on here yesterday. Y'all ain't answered one motherfucker.
Y'all doing too much, man.
So let's not play no games,
you
bitch.
overtalked everybody yesterday.
So let me shut the fuck up today.
What even is this show? Because I'm not the one. Y'all get busy. When I tell you I'm gonna have to use that, y'all get busy. Was there another clip? Yeah, it was one more clip. Big Frida left the set. Let me see.
It's two more people here. So I'm not gonna hold this shit by myself. No. Let's go. Y'all ready? Hit it.
I mean, we can replace her.
We sure the fuck can.
Replace her.
You sure the fuck can.
I did not come here for this.
Yeah, we didn't. I didn't either.
Can we go
apologize.
on?
I truly apologize.
Honestly, I don't really want to go on.
Me either.
All right, what we doing?
Y'all need to fix this.
Yeah.
Reset. Throw her a reset.
Walk with talent.
Take a couple minutes.
We're not doing this.
A couple minutes. Let's reset.
Okay.
Let's get our spirits.
I'm not that girl.
Let's start over. We can do this.
Yeah, I'll take it.
This happens. It's okay.
No, we not.
Okay.
I'm about to leave.
No. That is okay. Ciao. Ciao. First of all, saying hold on, stop sharing. First of all, saying y'all get busy is crazy. Let me tell you something about Tokyo and Karlissa. Tokyo and Karissa, they give me like, they're not gonna fight. They're not gonna fight because they give me mini and juicy vibes. Okay, these are the two main individuals their whole relationship is to fight. Their whole relationship is to argue. I don't know if you met like older individuals and stuff like that, but they can't stand each other. But in a weird sense, they're the ones who love each other the most because these are the only two people that can understand them. Both of them are mothers with strained relationship with their kids. Y'all are the only two people that's gonna ever understand each other. So when I see them fighting and when I see them arguing, I'm like, God forbid one of them pass away. God forbid, like when I tell you whoever passed away, they will be at each other's funeral. When I tell you hollering and crying, because it's like, girl, you just took who I had to argue with. Girl, they the type of relationship where it's like, oh, I can't stand her ass. I can't stand Tokyo ass. Karlissa, get on my nerve. Let somebody call. Hey, you heard about Karlissa? What her messy ass do? She in the hospital. Whoa. That's not a part of the script. That's not a part of the dialogue. What do you mean? Like, they're the type of people to go into each other in the hospital and be like, Heifer, wake up. I just brought your ass some pudding. Hey, you know you can't down me now. You know we gotta argue. These are the type of people, if let's say somebody passed away, they're gonna be the main one at somebody else's funeral at gravesite, just talking and yapping. They really have an undying love for each other. So when I see these clips about how they're gonna fight, they've been supposed to be fighting now for years now. And now y'all in the space with Tia Kemp doing a podcast talk show. Now I don't know. I have never seen the episode of it. Do they actually get stuff done? Like, have they had a successful show? First of all, it's the show worth watching. Let's start there. It's the show worth watching, and it's even entertaining. Because I was like kind of tripped out when I saw the first episode. Well, not saw the first episode, but I saw clips of them on Twitter, and the game was on there, and they was like, oh yeah, he F my daughter. He was trying to F my daughter too. Okay, this is not my cup of tea, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe it works. I don't know. But one thing about it, they're not going to fight. They're not going to fight. Maybe one day I'll go on a binge watching spree. But if you know, last time I checked, Karlissa and Tokyo, they've been, the whole reason for their Bad versus Wild episode, they've been beefing for the longest. Like, they've been just arguing. They've been just going back and forth. They've been just, talking about each other, just saying some of the craziest things. If they have not fought now, they're not going to fight. Tokyo is all talk. I don't know. I feel like they get into it. Karlissa going to show you some Tokyo. Now, Tokyo might get a couple hits in, but Karlissa gonna show you some, but they're not gonna fight. They're not gonna fight. Yeah, they're not gonna fight. And as you know, it's a problem with Tia. It's someone like, all right, y'all, calm down. Because every time I see Tia, she going off. She going off on somebody like she dragged Miss Netta. And I was like, oh, wow. So every time I see Tia, she going off on somebody. So I just feel like, they know it's not that deep. Like, they probably don't think it's not that deep. Y'all just want to do this for ratings. Y'all just doing this. Yeah, stepsisters. Yeah, like sisters. I can't stand you, but I love you at the same breath. Like, they probably argue. Like, Tokyo was like, we good. Because I'm not, hey, Freddie, Big Frida. Hey, Frida. Y'all get busy. What? Y'all get busy, bitches. That is crazy to say. How do you say that? Like, y'all get busy. But she had a point. Because I'm throwing it all. And it's like, who they gonna run? Y'all think it's gonna get a season 2 though? Like, do y'all think it's gonna be brought back? I don't know. I feel like at this point, Zeus is really just like trying to figure out anything that can stick. But I don't know. Some of the stuff is just not sticking, child. Some of the stuff is just not sticking. And then it said Tokyo, Toni and Carissa got into it on the Auntie podcast last night. Whose side are you on? And Tia Kemp just looking in the middle. Child, they're not gonna fight. They're not gonna fight. They're not gonna get into it. It's just a little whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into my last 2 topics. I wasn't gonna keep y'all here long, and we're gonna get into my little Q&A that some people did. But I want to talk about Sexyy Red for a second, and how she's been creating a lot of uproar in the community for her glosses, for her lip glosses. Hold on, let me respond to this real quick. Okay. I'll do that later. But let's talk about Sexyy Red. I want to read this article from TMZ. All right. So Sexyy Red has been currently going viral all over social media because Sexyy Red, put my coochie juice on your lips. Lunch is not safe for work lip gloss. So here's Sexyy Red. She has the new set of lip gloss. This is coming out, and a lot of people have been dragging her for stating they're inappropriate. Let's read the article from TMZ first. It says Sexyy Red is heating up summer with new business venture, a line of NSFW lip glosses, seemingly channel her Pound Town anthem. The rapper revealed the sexually charged makeup brand online Monday called Sexyy by posing for a series of provocative photos, including one where she held the box of lip glosses on her behind as she bent over. Now, I don't think people, well, yeah, that too. People are outraged by the poses, but I think people are more outraged by the names. Let's look at some of these names that she's calling these glosses, okay? She has one called Coochie Juice. Okay. One of the glosses is called Booty Hole Brown. Another gloss is called Nut. Whoa. Another gloss is called Pee Hole Pink. You know, Another gloss is called Yellow Discharge, which is disgusting. Gonorrhea, blue balls, and sex on my period. The article also says she also gave fans a close-up. A close-up of the glosses' erotic name, which are Coochie Juice, Booty Hole Brown, blah, 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 which just so happen to be, they are fruit-scented. And then here's Sexyy Red posing for the glosses on there. And she said, boss lady speaking, new and improved Sexyy Red product is better than ever. Introducing Northside Princess. The brand gets Northside. My first product will be my lip gloss, Coochie Juice, all them stuff, fruit-scented. And this is her posing for the lip glosses. There she go. Sexyy Red. Being Sexyy Red with her lip glosses, with her Yellow Discharge lip glosses. As I said, while the lip glosses are sure to make a Midwestern mom clutch her pearls, fans are already showing the business love online on the Instagram pump, with some even labeling Red a marketing genius. Put a pin in it. Sexyy Red isn't the first musician to get into the makeup business. However, just take Rihanna for example. The singer has made a killing off of Fenty Beauty line, though fans would rather spend more time on new music than makeup, but that's a story for another day. And that's Sexyy Red. Now, before I even get into the topic of her lip glosses and stuff, I want to start by saying none of this is really surprising to me. None of this is really shocking to me because Sexyy Red, she has always been trying to promote these lip glosses since 2019. I'm going to show y'all a video that I did talking about this when I did my Sexyy Red video. But yeah, she's always been promoting these lip glosses. It's nothing new. Let's take it back to Malik from this is a year ago. Okay. And she had a lip gloss business, but her lip glosses had the craziest name.
I got a lip gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Hole Pink, Booty Hole Brown, Coochie Juice. And Coochie Juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute, cute, and it smells good. And it's so, people gonna talk shit, but other people was like, you is a marketing genius, because it's so fast. And it smells good, too. I be thinking of all out the box. It's not even on purpose. It's just my brain helped me think outside the box to do some crazy.
And I'm going to show the products and stuff like this because I was able to find it on Instagram. So that's, yeah. She had a product, BBC, Big Black. Yeah. That's the gonorrhea gloss. You remember at that point, everybody was trying to do lip gloss businesses and stuff.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is dropping its first cast album.
I want to put this album together with real artists. What should we call this drink? Should we call this one drink?
So yeah, so it's basically Sexyy tapping into her. She's tapping into her realm. She's tapping into her realm of promoting these sexually explicit, wild names to these lip glosses. Now, I think why people are being uproar by it is because it is crazy names to name your lip gloss, and it is crazy. How should I put this? I don't think based on like from interviews and stuff I be seeing about Sexyy Red, I don't think Sexyy Red is as stupid as she try to, give herself off to be. I don't think she's as stereotypical as she tries to bring herself off to be. If anything, I think Sexyy Red is very, I'm not gonna say intelligent, but she's very knowledgeable of her place in society. Like when I be hearing her in interviews and stuff, not when she's in the Sexyy Red character, but when she's just like having a conversation, she knows what she's saying. And she knows what she's talking about. She knows her brand. She knows her business. So I definitely feel like when it comes to stuff like this, it's a higher being or it's a higher power essence that's used in Sexyy Red. It's basically like a template or like an experiment just to see how far can we test the limit. And with her brand already being, ratchetness and booty hole pink and all this stuff, why not test the limit? Why not put out, why not put out these crazy lip gloss names through your brand and see how vile and how, disgusting we can see not only just the Black community, but just society in general. How bad has society gotten where they just accept anything? And you got people calling her a marketing genius. Is she a marketing genius? She's just doing the most vilest things. But I don't think Sexyy Red is as stupid as she give herself out to be. She's very intelligent. She's very But with the marketing scheme and with like naming these lip glosses after crazier things, it's just like rage baiting stuff. It's rage baiting stuff. You have to be careful with rage baiting stuff because the whole purpose of rage bait is to get people invested and to get people to be mad and be like, how dare she and stuff like that, only to have some people counteract and be like, well, at least she's being herself. Well, how could you fault her? That's the whole point of rage bait. You see some of these people online on TikTok or just Instagram in general, a lot of them don't have a creative presence. A lot of them don't have any type of, creative process to them other than just to say the most. It's one thing to have unpopular opinion, and it's one thing to also just specifically go against the grain because you don't have nothing else to talk about. And that's the only way you get views and money and just like, people on your page because rage baiting works. So I think it's just another rage baiting marketing tactic. And, a lot of these, let's be honest, who wants to walk around with gonorrhea on their lips? And I feel like we desensitizing stuff that is very sensitive. You're walking around with yellow discharge, that's a serious thing. Discharge from any private place you have, whether you're a boy or girl, they, them, you shouldn't have that coming out. Now, some stuff happens, UTI stuff happens, but that's something that, you probably need to go get checked out by a doctor. We're desensitizing them by packaging them up in a pretty package and put them in the label box. And, I got my Sexyy Red glosses, and someone made a good point. Like, you could have easily named these lip glosses stuff. Like, we get it. That's your brand to be vile, disgusting, But you could have easily named these brands like Pound Town Pink and all this stuff. But to name a lip gloss gonorrhea is it's an STD. I don't think anybody wants to get gonorrhea. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think anybody wants to get gonorrhea. I don't think anybody plays at gonorrhea. I know if I got tested and they say you have gonorrhea, whoa. This is serious. So I think people are just more outlandish and I feel like people just feel like, not for nothing, where's the balance? Where's the break? A lot of people are just tired of this over-sexualized image. A lot of people are just tired of just when you see Black people, just the Black women in general, they feel like these are the type of tropes that attach to a Black woman. And it's not. And I think that's what a lot of people are getting sick of. They're sick of these stereotypes that come with their community. I always said before, I feel like our community has been hijacked because let's just say back in the day, like the 90s or something. Let's just say you was not a person that was into the whole raunchiness. Okay, you still had your lane. You still had certain influences you can turn into like Monica and Brandy that was still highlighted in the same regards in a mainstream point of view. Nowadays, none of that is highlighted in a good way. Yes, you got your Chloe, you got your Halle, but nowadays that's like such a dime a dozen. The only way you really just see people going viral is to be attached to the most disgusting things. You got people going into the baddies audition saying, this is my dream to be a baddie. It's just like, well, what substance is this? And I think that's what people are just tired of. They're tired of just seeing the same trope. They're tired of seeing the same stereotype attached with not only Black people, just Black women. Because it's one thing for you to be, bad, but that's just not everybody. Everybody's just not going to want to walk around with lip gloss on their mouth saying sex on my period. Like, that's what? Like, I don't know. And it's like, if you call that out, you're wrong. If you call that out, you're the problem. If you call that out, you're anti-Black. No, I'm not anti-Black. I just don't like that as a Black person. You know, if you call it out, it's, oh, you're trying to adhere more so to, you know, the man stand. It's like, no, like, you know, I have my own morals and values and belief that I represent within myself. I want to go to a lane where I can see that reflected as well. Like, no, not talking down to people who is more so into the baddie aesthetic, but that's not everybody, you know? So I think that's the problem. We don't have a balance. We don't have a balance. Yeah. We just don't have that balance no more. And I think that's what more people are frustrated with, because we are in a time frame where, you know, palate cleanser, not to get too deep, but we are in a time frame where good is bad and bad is good. Take that however deep you want to take it, but we are in that time frame and people are just sick of it. People are just sick of it. And people are calling her a marketing genius. Is she a marketing genius, or is she just, you know, is she a marketing genius? She's just, you know, attaching. I feel if you really want to, like you, whoever's watching, if you really want to, you can get in there. It don't take much to like make some lip gloss. Get the lip versatile gel, get you some oils, mix it together, and you can name it any crazy. You can name it like, you know, period blood. You know, is that a marketing genius? Or is you just taking the most craziest thing and attaching it to? I don't know. I don't know. It's like, it's no give or take. It's no middleman. We're missing that middleman, and I think that's what the problem is. So yeah. But you know, shout out to y'all. Now, no disrespect if you get the lip glosses. You know, if that's your thing, get it. First of all, how much do they cost? Let me see. How much do they cost? Where to buy? Where did you find them at? Are they? Can you buy them? I don't know. I don't even know if you can buy them. I don't even know how much they cost, but I guess a lot of people are just, and I see a lot of people main concern, because I'm looking at the picture now, a lot of people main concern is they feel like this is being marketed to kids, and it's like, that's why I say it feels like it's not even her no more. It feels like I feel like it's a good, not necessarily good marketing, but I feel like it's a bigger man at hand that's testing out through Sexyy Red just to see how much can we desensitize to not only our community, but to society in general. I don't know, because you see singers like, you see singers like Rihanna, who's gone and did they makeup business. She's able to be successful. She doesn't have to do crazy. And, you know, Rihanna was like a sex person, but, you know, she's able to still do millions and stuff, even billions on her makeup blends. It's just regular shades. I understand that Sexyy is staying true to her brand, but, you know, I think it's the thing, you know, I understand that's your brand, but I think it feels like it needs to be just marketed to people who is her brand, you know. But that's just my 2 cents. That's just my 2 cents. Where we at? 48 minutes. Okay. Let's segue out of Sexyy Red and let's talk about Nicki Minaj for a second. This is gonna be real quick too. Okay. So Nicki Minaj has officially announced that Pink Friday 2 Gag City Reloaded, the album, is coming. And a lot of the bars and a lot of fans was like, oh my gosh, here we go. So as you know, when was it? Late last year, Nicki Minaj released Pink Friday 2. And you know, that was a really good, it was a good critically acclaimed, I don't want to say critically acclaimed, but sales-wise, the album did good. It did like 228K. It really did like 300-some K, but you know, Billboard took it away. But people was invested with the album. People liked the album. Now, I do feel like as someone who is a fan of Nicki, I would have liked for her to do like some music videos. I would like for her to like, you know, really do like push out certain singles. But as far as the tour is beautiful. Tour is beautiful. Tour was one of the most highly successful tours there is. I feel like Nicki Minaj in the same breath as Chris Brown. Like, they get so much hate on the internet, but yet people show out to them concerts. But So she announced that the Gag City Reloaded, the album is coming. And then a lot of the bars were shooketh. A lot of the bars were excited. A lot of the bars was like, oh my gosh. And she was just like, calm down, y'all. She said, bars, relax. It's just a deluxe. I love it though. I love it so much. I'll be performing 2 to 3 songs from the version of the album on the Pink Friday 2 Gag City Reloaded tour. Release date, I'll keep you posted. Now, what a lot of people do not know is that the bar community has been in shambles because a lot of bars have not necessarily been turning on Nicki, but a lot of bars have been calling Nicki out. They've been feeling like, girl, you're not giving us no music videos. You're giving us these AI, portraits. You're getting lazy. Do you even want this? And it has become, the fan base has been divided. That's why I always told people, who'll be like, oh, the bars just enabled Nicki. Oh, if only you knew. The bars be the main one on Nicki neck. They always be like talking about that girl. Nicki go block them. It's a mess. It's a mess. But a lot of the bars are just not feeling what Nicki has been doing in this because they feel like she's being lazy. But as someone who's been growing up on Nicki my whole life, I'm just like, the girl always got something up her sleeve. The girl, I know I feel like these be these new fans and these be, a lot of times they be kids, But she did a Q&A for some people who are interested in what's going on. And she was like, cool. So they asked her, how many tracks will it have? She said, great question. Okay. I thought 3 was not enough, 7 too many. So somewhere in between. So it's giving, it's going to be Pink Friday, but it's deluxe, probably about 5 or 6 songs on it, new songs, Have you chosen / taken the album cover yet? She's the thumbs up emoji. It says, given that today's world is too soft to handle the new intensity of characters like Roman, can we still expect him to make an appearance in Pink Friday 2 Gag City Reloaded? Now, Nicki stated Roman would never be able to fully be activated in this current world we live in. So when there's a Roman sighting, it's sort of like Bigfoot. If you blink, you missed it. They also asked, did he consider the massive global success of pop charts like Starship and Ba Ba Boom? Can we expect a similar high-energy pop anthem on Gag City Reloaded? Nicki was like, maybe one. Keep in mind, this is an extension of Pink Friday 2 album for purposes of the tour. So basically, she's going to her second leg of the tour, which I went to leg 1. I had a really good time there. But, she's entering her second leg of the tour. And she put out this AI photo, and it had a lot of fans upset. But I was like, you have to also keep in mind that, the whole Gag City thing is AI based. Gag City is based on like what fans created from an AI portal. So I could understand why she did the little AI thing for Gag City, the leg 2. But I also was like, you have to keep in mind, Nicki always has something up next. So with this new album, it's just something, I'm gonna give y'all this for the tour. Now she talked about this potential song with Rihanna because she has been teasing this song coming with Rihanna. And she had stated a long time ago, the full Gag City Deluxe ain't coming out until Queen Reese and her vocals. Pow at Bad Girl Riri. And they said, I'm going to just drop this here. I think you know my question. And yes, I know it's a screenshot from this exact moment. So basically, it was asking her, are we going to get the vocals or the remix for Rihanna? And she was like, I wish. So I don't know. I think Rihanna is just in a space where she does not want to put music out right now. And she's just being very cautious with what she attached her song and brand to when it comes to music. I think she just focused on the makeup. Yeah. But they said, are there any new collaboration with artists you haven't collaborated with yet? She said, there are collaborations. You'll just have to wait for the rest of the info you seek. I just feel like, girl, you saying all this until she's about to collaborate with Spice. Okay. Not Ice Spice, but Spice. I love hip hop. They asked, what would you say sets Gag City Reloaded Deluxe apart from Pink Friday 2? She said it's an extension of the album, great music and what it would be. You have to decide for yourself what you think sets it apart, babes. Let's see. She answered a lot of questions. I want to get to the ones. Yeah. So this is one. She said, I'm so happy that Nicki is still active and passionate about music because I'm so serious when I say she's the only one that just does it for me in the prison rap genre. And Nicki stated, and even though music is my true passion, biggest at the moment, I think the only reason I still do it professionally is because of the barbs I tell people all the time. Also being with a label that I really become family with. It's the things people don't see. I'll tell you guys one day. And yeah, that's the Pink Friday World Tour promo picture. And she's going to those states and stuff like that. But this is how I feel. Let me stop that. I feel like we're slowly seeing Nicki come into. I feel like she's flopping now. No, I do not feel like. I feel like to say Nicki Minaj is flopping is kind of saying like, you know, it's Beyonce flopping or Taylor flopping. I don't think they're flopping. They're just entering a different realm. But I do think that we are honestly seeing Nicki in her retirement stage. I think Nicki is content with a lot of things. Nicki is just, you know, I feel like when she said that she was retiring a couple years ago, you know, I feel like she really meant that. And I feel like she's entering an era where it's like, I don't really have much to prove. I don't really have to. Without Nicki as the standard, a lot of these new rap girls would go crazy, like chicken with their heads cut off. Nicki has been the standard, the blueprint for female rap for years, for decades, and she's still running. And I always tell people she's not supposed to be here this long. She's not supposed to be here still selling on tours. She's not supposed to be here still selling on arenas. She's just blackballed, but it's literally just because of the love of the bars, and it's literally just because of the love of the craft. The girl can put out a good song. The girl, regardless of how you feel about Nicki Minaj, she can put out some good music, and it's just like, damn, like, and the tour is just great. So I don't think that she's flopping. I don't think that she's, you know, doing bad. I think that we're just about to enter Nicki finally close the chapter with female rap. I think we're gonna close out this tour and we might get one more album and that's it. That's it. Because she's in the realm, you know, it's time to take her a pop beer. It's time to just do what I do. And she's gonna always go out as number one. You know, when it comes to the female rap stuff, she's gonna always go out with number one, but that's why she always say, I'm number one, y'all go argue over top four. You know, I see a lot of these new girls, in which I want these new girls to win so bad. But you see their numbers come in and you see what something's not adding up. The hype is here on Twitter. The promo packages, the IG looks, all this is here. But the sales are not adding up. What is going on? And I wanna so badly say it's because, you know, people are not buying music nowadays. But then you see like someone like Nicki Minaj release an album, and you see people are still buying music. And I was like, okay. Let me just take off the Barb hat. Let me just like see it from a point. Okay, maybe it's just thinking, you know, Barb is just gonna sting. You see Eminem releasing music. People are buying Eminem. I'm like, people are buying Eminem album, and I'm just like, what is the disconnect? What is the disconnect? Because there's no reason we should have all these same girlies just putting out the same, not necessarily putting out the same songs, but there should be no reason that they're just circulating 27K. This person gets 26K. This person gets 27K, 28K. And I feel like it's because, you know, I call them the girls, you know, we're in the girls industry of rap, but the girls, they all share the same fan base. Nobody has a unique fan base. When you look at Lotto, Meg, Flo Milli, Cardi B, who else? Lotto. Did I mention Lotto? Flo Milli, whoever. All the girls, Glorilla. They all kind of share the same fan base. They don't really have a fan base that sticks apart and it's their own. So it's like that's why all of them are sharing the same numbers. Because now you may have some who is a little bit more favorable of that fan base, but for the most part, it's all sharing the same people. So it's no money being made. That's why a lot of these artists, they be going off about like how music stopped being a thing, a priority for them, because there's no money being made in music. They're not making no money. Like you can support them all day and night on Twitter, but if you're not going out and putting your money where your mouth is and supporting them, yeah, their artistic vision gets lost. Especially when they consider I make more money doing brand deals than I do trying to put out music. And if music is not a passion for them, and they're making more money through other avenues, then you're gonna see a long stretch of music. You're gonna see a long like they're just not gonna put music out. But it's like I don't know, like, and I want to see somebody come in and take Nicki's spot. I want to see Nicki, you know, someone come in and you know can actually challenge her with that pen. And I feel like a lot of these girls, they're not. I'm not gonna say they're necessarily putting out bad music because Lotto. I don't want to say Lotto album is necessarily bad, but it's like why is she just getting 27K? I don't know. Meg is another one where, like, you know, the album wasn't okay. The album wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. Okay, it was a couple songs on there where I was like, okay, I guess we both ain't, you know, it was a couple songs, but the album as a whole, it just sounded like the same Megan formula. It sounded like the same Megan album, but at least she did 64K, in which, like I always tell people, going number 3 and being 64K is not bad. However, it is bad for the type of artist y'all try to make Megan sing, because Megan Thee Stallion was supposed to be coming, like when his, you know, during that whole his his era and stuff like that. Megan was getting #1. People was buying her music. She was like, oh, she's Nicki Ender. Welcome in the new queen of rap. All this stuff. Y'all put Megan on this type of pedestal because it was only out of spite. You know, Megan got that whole #1 only out of spite because we had a story there. Megan was the good guy. Nicki was the villain. So everybody joined forces to try to defeat this villain, Nicki Minaj. And yes, they won the battle. But the war is still being defeated because Megan going #3 and doing 64K. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll tell people all the time, I'm not even a chart person. That's not bad. However, it's bad for the artist y'all try to make her out to be. You know what I'm saying? It's bad from the artist that y'all trying to like put her on the pedestal to be. Because if she was that girl, she should have surpassed 64K. Megan should have been #1 on that chart. When Megan released that album should have been. Now she has some hits on there. I can't go a TikTok a day without seeing You know, I see that TikTok trend everywhere. I see songs like Both Ain't Shit everywhere, but those are just it. I don't really see anything else from that album that's just a standpoint or stand out. And it's like, for the artists that y'all are trying to make Megan be, that album should have been #1. That album should have had sales out the ass. You got Doja Cat doing better. I don't know. It was just like, it's a disconnect. And that's why I say, without Nicki Minaj in the picture, the story is not being told. Now, we don't have a bad guy here. Now it's just going off of purely just, you know, this is where the fans have to step. And I tell people this all the time, like with Normani, for example. People were going off on Twitter talking about just so you guys don't like Normani. If you guys take that same energy that y'all are putting out on Twitter and going over and just literally on your phone, swiping up and swiping right and going to iTunes and buying her album, maybe then, you know, you can see the girl hasn't changed, but the tweet of her defending her can get 90K, but Normani dropping the album only gets 12K. There's a disconnect. People I said the other day, we live in a generation where a lot of people just want to be heard, but they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. Like, I don't know. I really don't want to say Nicki is bitter. Yeah, and I said this the other day. I feel like, you know, after you read books like The Alchemist or 40 Laws of Power, you just start to see a lot of stuff in a different way. It's not that Nicki is bitter. She's just passionate about her craft. You know, Nicki is coming from a place where she was writing raps on napkins, working at Red Lobster, hustling for it. When you're passionate about your craft and you're passionate about what you do, you're not going to take it lightly. You are going to come into the game thinking you are the best, and you are going to still be like, I'm the best. I'm the best one doing it. I'm the best one out here. Because when it comes to like competition, or when it comes to multiple people doing the same stuff, that's natural. Natural, friendly competition arises. You have to understand this is rap. It's a lot of people debating on rap topics that don't even understand what rap is. Rap has always been competitive. You don't see the men trying to be like, you know, boys, where you don't see the men coming in trying to give each other flowers. You have to get your respect. Why should I respect you? And I feel like the same goes for Nicki in the rap game. A lot of these girls, they come into the game and they want that Nicki feature. They be like, oh, Nicki's my girl. I love Nicki Minaj and I want to do a feature with her, but business is not always beautiful. Okay, you want to do a feature with, what does the song look like? Does this song even reflect where I'm at right now? I don't think this is where we do it, and now it's a problem. It's not a problem. I'm just passionate about my craft. And that's why you see certain girls like Cardi B, who, Cardi B can throw out a feature here and there. Yeah, because she don't even have a passion for it. She don't have a passion for rap. She's lucky to even make it this far. Yeah, okay, girl, you want to be on this? You want to be a feature? Okay, cool. You want to do a feature? Okay, cool. Because she never had rap was never her main. Rap was never her main source. Rap was just an outlet for her. And as you can see, that's why she's taking so long to release this next album out, because it's not a priority for her. Cardi B makes so much money from other avenues, as she should. I'll never knock that. You know, she is a personality. She is an entertainer. It is people out there that like Cardi B personality. You know, she makes money from the Super Bowl brand deal. She makes money from the whip shot. She makes money from endorsements. She makes money simply from the Cardi B name herself. So when rap is not a passion for you and rap is not something that you care for, I'm gonna try to test my luck in whatever other avenue. And then when it comes down to when the money is all dried up, okay, I guess by then I'll release the album, but it's not a priority for her. That's why she can go on feature runs. She don't care. She don't have a passion for it. So when you don't have a passion for it and you're going up against people who are passionate for it, it's going to always be a disconnect there. When you're going up against people who just got a couple of viral moments and they think they should be the same success for you on, songs and stuff like that, it's gonna be a disconnect there. And I feel like that's what it's gonna always be. I feel like that's what it's gonna always be. And then you have to look at a lot of these girls are not innocent themselves, especially when it comes to I see y'all mention Hot Girl Summer. Well, how did Hot Girl Summer happen? Oh, I'm gonna go write some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can't, and Nicki was like, look, I can't say nothing. They say something, they'll be mad at me. The Hot Girl Summer collaboration was cute, but then, it just was, I felt like at that time, Megan was just social climbing, doing what she had to do to get to where she needs to be, which I'm not knocking it, but it worked in her favor. Hot Girl Summer didn't, let's call it what it is. Hot Girl Summer didn't do the numbers that she thought it would be, but WAP did. WAP did. Hey, it is what it is. Rapper like bad habit. I don't have no time for you no more. And that just comes from people. You have to, and I've always say Nicki has to be more mindful with the people that she chooses to collaborate with. Because at one point, a lot of people was like, oh, Nicki never collaborated with female rappers. Now all she's doing is collaborate with female rappers. It's nothing but still more drama. I always stated, Nicki should just probably just collaborate with people that just get it. Even if you look at the Super Freak Girl Queen anthem, she tried to do that with just people that just get it, but it just always leads in drama. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because Megan had already stated that the song was finished. Megan had already stated that, the song is new. We just need somebody else on it. And they was like this. And I went back, years later, I went back and I looked at that live and I peeped a lot of stuff, which we'll stay there for a future video I'll do. But yeah, child. But I play all that to say I feel like we're going to see I feel like the official retirement of Nicki Minaj is brewing. I feel like we're gonna get to a point where she's be like, I don't want to do it no more. Sort of lost sight of what I'm doing it for. I thought I was doing something good for the game. Today y'all started doing dirt on my dang. I feel like we're gonna see the retirement. I feel like we're gonna get this, and that's it. And we're gonna slowly see her just make her way out and just be like, y'all got it. And just see, and I feel like now we're gonna get to a point where she be like, let's see how interesting female rap be without me. Let's see, because it's a huge gap between when she posts something, when she posts her music, and the other girls. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna see where female rap is without her. And I think it's real. I think this is what it's gonna give, y'all. I think that's what it's gonna give. But oh gosh, we've been on here for 1 hour. I said I'm not gonna keep y'all here long. I'm going to let me answer some of these questions because I said I was gonna do a Q&A. Let me answer some of these questions that some of the people in the community tab left me, and then we're gonna get off here. Okay. All right, let me go to the community tab. And if y'all have any questions for me, or if y'all want to click the tab to join in, y'all can. But I'm going to wrap this up real quick. But let me pull up these questions because I said, for 70K, leave some of your questions that you want to ask me. Hold on. I said for 70K, leave some of the yeah. Hold on. I feel like I did a screenshot of it. I thought that would be easy. I did a screenshot. Let's go there. Go to the screenshot link. All right. So I said for 70K, drop some questions that some people want to ask me. And that's what they did. So this first question, this is from the community tab. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Go to the community tab so you can see all the good stuff that's going on. But let's see. Someone said, congratulations on hitting 70K. This is JCity_face7. Thank you. They said, who do you have in mind to do in an exposed video next? I feel like Sky from Black Ink Crew coming up. So Yes, a lot of people, thank you for your question. A lot of people be asking me who they feel like I'm going to do on the Exposed series. Listen, I know exactly each person I want to do for my Exposed. I'm not telling you just yet. Just know the next one is coming out really soon. I think y'all are going to like it. I'm going to start production on it soon. I just gotta get some stuff. The thing with these Exposed, but they take so long to do. Not even from like from filming it to editing it and then the research purposes. They take so long to do. So that'd be the only thing that be holding me back. But yeah, I know how I want to do next, and y'all just gotta stay tuned. All right. All right, so Tamika, baby, she said, congrats. I have a question. What do you see next for you in the future? Also, did you have to overcome any obstacles in this YouTube journey? To be more specific, is it true that YouTubers can't speak about certain topics or the video get banned? Is there a real drift in freedom of speech? I hear y'all say, I can't say this word or that word like everyone says unalive or SA as if their words are blacklisted from saying. But just wonder if you have went down the rabbit hole and how far you went. When you get to certain status of influence, the powers that be want to ensure you're on their type of timing. So I've heard, this is a question for pure entertainment, of course. Anyways, yes. This is a question we just keep in. That is a very, Tamika, baby, that is a very good question. Thank you for asking it. Have I overcome any obstacles in YouTube? Yes, because it is true. We do get censored a lot, especially we get censored a lot. Like, you cannot say certain words. You cannot say certain. It's crazy. I have not really just touched down on the rabbit hole, but I noticed like when I went from like a, I don't want to say too much, but I noticed like when I started doing a certain type of videos, they would get like, you know, either demonetized or they would get like, you know, ad limited, and you have to go to a process to make sure it's good to go. Yeah, I do feel like it is a thing where they want you can't say certain stuff on YouTube. And I think that's, you have certain things you cannot say. If you say it, they'll flag you. And yeah, so you have to be very mindful. You have to be very, like, I remember I did one video on Fanita and I was saying the F word, like, you know, not in a bad way, but I was saying like, you know, she was F-A-T, not her, but saying some stuff that she said about that. And they was like, oh, that's bullying. And I was like, what? They even gave me a strike to my channel. And I was like, whoa, like, it was crazy. So, I'm trying to see what else did you say. But yeah, what do I see next for my future? I'm not sure. I want to try to take YouTube as far as I can take it. Hopefully people just continue to enjoy the content, you know, but it do be, you know, it do be crazy some days, but you just have to like just peep and just be like, if you see what I'm saying. If you see what I'm saying. All right. C. McIntyre, 1656. She said, congratulations. I watch your videos all the time and I love your commentary. Question: how do you center yourself after watching Baddies? I used to watch BGC and all other VH1 shows, but have avoided newer reality TV because all the fights and yelling gives me a headache. Do you do anything to self-care, or do you just view it as entertainment and don't get affected by as much? I mostly watch your recaps. I just see what's going on and I like your input. I think based on the way the newer shows look, they're not as good as older reality shows. How do you compare them? Congratulations on 70K. Thank you for that question. Basically, yes, I do a lot of self-care. Basically, just to center myself in general. Like when I watch Baddies, for the most part, I can see what I get to see through clips on Twitter and stuff like that. But I catch it when I catch it, like probably throughout the day. But I guess like I will take that from a bigger standpoint, just as being someone who do commentary on both TikTok and YouTube. The best way I can ground myself, sometimes I have to just delete the app off my phone. I have to just like close my phone, probably just go for a walk. I love going for walks at like, you know, the parks. I love going for walks in nature. That just really helps me put my headphones on. Sometimes just leaving the phone in the car, because doing this type of work can be very I want to say damaging, but it can be very heavy sometimes, especially when you know you're not purposely trying to put a bad take out there, but people are purposely misunderstanding you and they're attaching certain crazier things to your character. I remember I would say a video about something and I look up and I see people in the comment section saying I'm all type of misogynistic and all this stuff. That's not the case. Even just now, if you go to my TikTok page, a lot of people are just like calling me out or like talking about my character because I did a video basically saying I didn't really understand those you know, these new generations of to catch a PDF file. I felt like they were just clout chasing. And I was like, if the purpose is to not get this information to the cops, if the purpose is not to like actually help out your community or your kids, then all this goes in the van. You beat these sickos up, and then what? If you're not helping getting them registered, if you're not helping them get on the list, then all of this is nothing. But I feel like people are purposely missing the point, and they're attacking my character. They're like saying, "Oh, you can check his hard drive," stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. That can become hurtful because like you're purposely trying to miss my point and you're trying to attack my character. So the best way to just avoid it is just like to just avoid it and just understand a lot of these people are trolls, a lot of people are kids, and just to take myself out the box and just walk around in nature. Like they say, touch grass. I do that for real. I touch trees. Like I just go out. Like it's just, I don't know. But a lot of people don't have the art of just common sense or just the art of just to have a common like, what's what I'm looking for? A comprehension skill. A lot of people are so emotional based driven. I don't think I'm an emotional based opinion person. I feel like I'm a person that I can just view stuff from all aspects. So my opinion is always, that's the whole reason why I call myself the unpopular party, because it's like, it's not necessarily unpopular, it's just common sense. But a lot of people are not ready for that conversation, but I don't feel like these new age reality shows compare with any of the older shows. The main goal is just to fight. And back in the old days, it just wasn't about fighting. So yeah. All right. What's up, Big Kitty 69? She said, congrats. I love your channel. What made you start YouTube? Great question. What made me start YouTube? You want to talk about now or just in general? Because in general, I've been doing YouTube and videos for as long as I can remember. I've been, you know, it wasn't known, but I always felt like I was going to be doing something like this, because I'll be in the 6th grade, like just making YouTube like videos and stuff for my like friends and stuff. And I tried to do a channel in 2018 anywhere, but what really made me go full time into this channel now was I don't know if you noticed, but back in February, this is gonna be stuff for the podcast. But back in February, of last year, I got fired from my job, and 2023 at the beginning, it was a lot of stuff happening. My apartment flooded in, and then I had to live with my parents and they fixed my apartment, and now I got fired from my job. I was like, it was very hurtful, I would say the least, because it was not only was it shocking because I just worked a full freaking day of work, but then it's like, you're gonna send me this email at 5 o'clock at night when I'm at the gym. Like, what? So I cried. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cried. I was very hurt. I was talking to my mama, but I'll never forget, in the midst of me crying, I just remember I was praying, and I was like, God, I don't know why this is happening, but for once, I'm going to trust you and I'm going to trust your plan. Because I have been wanting to quit my job, but I said, I'm not going to quit. Because I just was like, I always quit. Well, not necessarily always quit, but I was like, the past 2 jobs I've been quitting them because I didn't like them. And I said, this time, as much as I hate it, because I was teaching this time, so as much as I hate it, I have to see it through, And I guess God said, nope, I'm going to take up out of there. So once I got fired, although it hurt, and I did try to apply for other jobs, as we all know, this job market is not hiring. But I knew one thing I had going for me right now was I had the pebbles of this channel. I didn't have a lot of subscribers. I only had I think I had just hit 1,000 to finally get monetized, and the money wasn't nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm finally got something. I have nothing but time. I have to go full force with this channel. So I told God, I said, God, I'm just going to trust you. And if you just make away with me, use me as a testimony, and the rest is history. So that's how I started my YouTube channel. Like I said, everything from the unpopular party to all that just was because I was going viral on TikTok for my unpopular opinion, which I don't think they were unpopular opinion, just common sense. But I was going viral for my unpopular opinion, so I was like, let's transfer this to YouTube, because I always want to get into YouTube and do longer commentary. Let's do the unpopular party. So it's like every pebble just kind of just laid there, and now we looked up. And I hit 70,000 subscribers. So I think that's so cool. And we're only 30,000 away till I get to 100,000 and I get a plaque. So that's kind of what made me start this YouTube channel. So yeah. I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. It says Nicker Herb Shop says, what motivates you to keep going even when you don't want to? I think I'm still trying to find my motivation, because like I said, days like today, when you just see people on social media trying to purposely misunderstand, it can be hard. But I think the main thing that motivates me is I'm not doing nothing wrong. I feel like I'm kind of the few people out here who's not just perpetuating bullshit, excuse my French, but I feel like, I'm kind of the people out here that I know my goal. Like, I know a lot of people, they do gossip and they be messy. I do feel like I'm messy, but I don't think I'm like negative messy. It's just like let's just kiki about it. Let's just talk about it, especially like this baddie stuff. Like, I know a lot of people like to drag these baddies, but I'm like, somebody has to have a voice for these people. Like, they're not all bad. And I feel like I'm one of the few people that just be like, hey, like, let's just calm down. Let's think about this. And I feel like that's what keeps me going. And it's fun. It's my passion. I feel like, I prayed this lifestyle. It's here. It's here. I prayed for this. So it's here. I think no, I got 2 more questions. Okay. Someone said, I love to see a fellow Memphian. No, neon_eyes with an X 417 said, I love to see fellow Memphians on the come up. Congratulations, baby. What inspired you to start your podcast? Excuse me if I pissed. My son had completely taken it. Okay. So what inspired me about this podcast? So as y'all know, I've been teasing and talking about this podcast for the longest. Basically, just as much as I want to get into the YouTube realm, I want to get into the podcast realm because, like, I feel like podcasting is where I can take a lot of YouTube video ideas that don't really deserve a YouTube video, that don't really need a YouTube video. I can just put them on the podcast, and we can just talk and we just have a conversation. But I guess what really prompted me was when I was like, I need another outlet for my voice because I think TikTok is going away. YouTube, I kind of have a clear-cut niche of what I want to do for YouTube, and I need to have another avenue for my voice. I need to have another avenue to talk about certain stuff. I need to have another avenue for people who don't want to watch the YouTube videos. You can get if you on your morning commute or I need to have another avenue for my voice. Is what I kept saying. And on YouTube, we talk on here, TikTok, we kiki all over TikTok, IG, I do my thing, but I need a place for my authentic voice. Not saying this is not authentic either on here, but I need a place where I can just talk about so many things. And I just was like spitting out so many ideas and this and third. And I was like, the worst thing to do is just not. The worst thing I can do for myself is not let it happen. The worst thing I could do is not let it happen. And the worst thing I do is just let fear hold me back. So I was like, I need an audience for my voice. And this podcast is coming soon. I promise you this podcast is coming soon, you guys. I have just 2 more steps to get it out there, but trust me, but it's get to going, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Definitely the fall, and I cannot wait for y'all. I got the mic. I can't wait for y'all to be invested with this podcast. So yeah, that's what kind of inspired me to the podcast. And the final question, I feel like this is a great one to end it on. It says, where do you see your Jade and Tori Loves? She said, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years career-wise? Also love your page. That is a beautiful question. In the next 5 years, let's see. Oh my gosh, in 5 years, I'll be 32. Hopefully I'm still doing something like this because I feel like I found what I want to be my forever job, just my commentary, just getting, my authentic opinion, but hopefully it's just this on a grander scale. But hopefully, in 5 years of career-wise, I'm, making good money. I'm, have this whole production for me, kind of like Wendy Williams. But I will hope in 5 years I start to, kind of check out some of the things that I want to do. Not saying that this is not one thing, but I feel like I done conquered every goal. Hopefully in 5 years, I'm in my 30s. Hopefully I begin to set the foundations to probably find somebody and start a nice little family and get to what I really want out of life. Because although I love my YouTube channel, although I love what I do, I think a lot of people get me kind of confused. They think I want to just be famous. They think I want to just be glitz camera. And I tell people, if people be so shocked when I be like, nah, if I had to really put a pinpoint on it, how I did myself and I'm 60, I would rather be surrounded by my family. I really want to just be married with kids. So hopefully in my 30s, we can, make that happen. I don't know why so many people be so shocked by that. They be like, would you rather have money or love? I tell people all the time, love. I feel like that's the one thing I want the most. And I always tell people, I feel like the things you want the most, it'd be the hardest to tackle. Because some people, they be like, oh my gosh, how do you do it? How do you go viral? Stuff like that. I can't tell you how to, I don't know. I don't know. I can just talk and just do it. But what I can't find is relationship. What I can't find is someone to have these kids with. What I can't find is the stuff that I really want the most. So hopefully in the next 5 years in my 30s, I'm starting to put the pebbles down to kind of get those things that I really want out of life before I leave this earth. And that's that's what I think we're gonna end it on. That's how we're gonna end it tonight. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, I've been on here for 1 hour and 24 minutes. We was not supposed to be on here this long. We're supposed to come in and out, but I'm gonna leave you guys on that. Thank you guys so much to everybody who has came to this live. Thank you guys so much to everybody who has said a comment. Thank you to everybody so much. I really do appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good evening. Hope y'all guys enjoy this live. And I hope everybody who's watching the playback, you guys enjoy this well. So I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. All right, you guys. Bye.